Okay, I'm gonna see how long Ren lets me do this video. Answering the questions you guys gave me about tour. There were a lot, so I was like, wow, I definitely need to make a video. So, hey, do you want to come say hi? Oh, don't drown yourself. It's okay.
Hi.
The first one was, we love ice shows. Is it possible to see it on the internet? No. There's like, I have little clips here and there, but you can't watch the full thing online. So you're gonna have to just come to a show next time. This was the first year that they did this exact show that I did. It was like a brand new one, but they're gonna keep doing it annually. So like, did you FaceTime Ren a lot? I did, I had to. Oh, that's a whole another thing. I guess we'll go into that. It was so hard to leave Ren, and I didn't really talk about it that much because I knew I'd get a lot of like pushback, and I just felt like this was something I needed to do myself and not involve the public eye for a minute. And I don't regret that. It was just the people who know me the best, like my husband, my family, know that like this has been something I've wanted to do my whole life, and it's been like my main goal as a figure skater. And you know, since high school, auditioning and going crazy and not getting anything, getting so many no's or being ghosted by producers, and then COVID, and then recovering COVID, and then having Ren, and then thinking, okay, in between Ren and my next kid, I've got to give it my all, because I don't think I can move on with my life without seeing this goal through. So I'm so happy it worked out. I didn't think it was going to, but this year we got it. So do you ever get weirded out when guys have to hold you in certain spots? So I think this was in regards to the pair stuff I did. No, that's just like the world of pair figure skating. It's just like business. It's for performance. It's just the same as a dancer or a cheerleader or whatever. Anything that requires eye contact. No. Did the plastic ruin your blades? Yeah. And I knew they would. I went in knowing that on a plastic contract, I would need to not wear my nice blades. So I went to someone here in Utah County that switched out my blades for me so I could keep my nice ones here at my house. And I used a little bit cheaper ones that I just knew I could ruin. So that was fine. Now that you see how this can go, is this something you're consistently going to do? That's a great question. I get asked that a lot in person too, like what's next? And I would love to do it again. It just depends on case by case what comes up. In the world of figure skating, or like show figure skating, there's very like sporadic tours here and there, not even tours, some of them are in one place. If the tour or contract was short enough and in a certain location and with certain producers, yes. So that's definitely case by case. I loved the producer I worked with so much that I would love to work with him again and do another one of his shows. So we'll see how that goes. Again, I like don't have anything in mind right now because I just want to be home for a while now. But I'm really glad that I have my foot in the door for show skating because that's what I love the most. So hard being away from family. Yes, very hard. The day I left, it was like a little bit before Thanksgiving. It was like the biggest deal. Like I left at like 3 in the morning to take an Uber to the airport. And I just remember that night, I just didn't sleep at all. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm making the biggest mistake of my life right now. Like I just was in my head so bad and I didn't think I was gonna follow through. Like I thought I was gonna turn around and come home. It was so hard. It was like Entangled when she's like, this is the best day ever. This is the worst day of my life. Like that was me. I was like swinging back and forth on my emotions, just completely losing my mind. But, so that being said, you guys know how much I really wanted this contract because I was dying to accept it. Like I thought it would kill me, but it worked out. I knew it would work out. It was just so hard. It was so hard to leave. And then once I was there, I was like, okay, this is flying by. Ren's doing amazing. I have so many family and friends that are like helping me. Like I'm truly so blessed to be able to do this. So once I was there, I calmed down, but the day I left was so hard. How long was it and will you do it again next year? It was like 27 days. It was almost a month. And yeah, just, I don't know if I'll do it next year. I probably, if I do another contract, I would like it to be on real ice. So, do you get paid per tour? How does it work? Yes, I got paid. Yeah, just got paid like bi-weekly, which was so awesome. So fun to be paid to be a skater. That was so awesome. I loved it. How hard is it to make it on a pro team? Hard. In my experience, some people get right on. It is show business. It is very much how you look and what the producer exactly wants at the time. It's very much just perfect, right time, right place. Like you come into the producer's mind at the right time. A lot of it's out of your control, but I just have been putting myself out there since I graduated high school. So that's, you know, that's been what, 6-7 years. So in my experience, it was hard. It took a lot of effort to get to a professional level, but I was not gonna quit. How did you deal with leaving Ren for so long? I was FaceTiming her a lot and like praying. I like am religious. I've prayed through this whole process. I don't think I could have done this without like God's help. And so being really like close with him and just being like confirmed over and over again that like what you're doing is okay. She'll be okay. Everyone will be okay. This will come and go and like life will go on. It'll be okay. Like I just was like peaceful. Like it'll be okay. So it was hard, but I knew that in the end, like it was what I needed to do for me. Like this was mine and I was like, I need to do this. What was day-to-day on tour? I have a reel about that, so go watch it. We just like lived on a bus, and because we would travel place to place every night, like we would drive to the venue in the morning, like get some food, unload the whole show and put the plastic ice sheet on the stage, unload all our stuff, preset all of our costumes, props, wigs, everything, have some downtime, eat lunch, whatever, and then do the show, pack it all up and leave. So that was almost every day. We had quite a few off days, which was really nice. The schedule wasn't too hard. It was pretty nice. Company paid for your hotel stay and food. Yes, they paid for both. Very nice. Will you be performing in Utah? Yes, I always perform in Utah. I am part of a few like local companies that just do things here. If you're Utah, you know, like the Gallivan Center and the Mill Creek Common is a new outdoor rink that just opened. And I'm gonna start doing some performances there, hopefully at the Gallivan Center, just like little things that it's just so sporadic. It's not like an official contract. It's just when shows come up here in Utah, I do them and I will like post about it so you guys can know and come see me skate. Was it worth it? Yes, definitely. It was so worth it. If I was sitting here right now and I had not done it, I had chosen to stay home, like I had let my fears just get to me, then I would be starting over at ground zero, like square one. I would be like, I've got to get on a show. Like it would never leave me alone. I know myself. I know my competitiveness, my determination. It would never leave me alone. I would have to keep working till I got on a show. So it's really nice to have done it, checked it off, and move on from there. So very worth it. I am so glad I went. Does my body hurt? No. This was pretty easy ice skating. Since we're on plastic, it's much harder than ice. Once you get used to it, it's okay. But it doesn't require there's no difficult tricks. I didn't use any of my flexibility really. I had like one jump and a few spins. It just was easy ice skating. So compared to what I'm used to, which is pretty intense, it was okay. Are you gonna trace your hand? That's your hand! Cute. Okay, one more. Yeah, how is skating on plastic different than ice? It's basically like it's like a cutting board material. So it is like, yeah, plastic, and you can't really get a ton of edges on there, and you can't like stop the way you normally do on ice, and you have to push really hard to move. So those are the main differences. To the audience, it looks like skating, and when you watch videos, like it looks like ice skating to like the average eye. So, but to us, we're like, this is so different. That's basically the only option to be able to do a tour, like, you know, to go to certain venues that we want and that our producer wanted, was to just make our own ice sheet. So yeah, that's why we did that. And that's all the questions. So thank you guys for indulging me and asking them. I wasn't sure if I'd make a video, and I have been private about this tour right up until I left. I mentioned it, but it was awesome. I feel strongly that if there's something you want to do, even if you're a mom and it doesn't have, mine was big, mine was kind of crazy. You don't need to give up things just because you're a mom. And I'm really glad that I didn't, and that I still have skating, and that Ren got to see me skate. She came out and visited me, and I think it did inspire her. We've talked about it since, and every time she sees like a skater or ice, she's like, "Mommy," and she connects that, and I love that. So yes, thanks for watching.